this is what I don't understand. If I fly you out,
Right.
I there's no way that you think that I think that you don't fuck with other niggas and not
Yeah,
getting flied out by other niggas.
exactly.
So to hide that shit and try to act like you, and that's why I don't understand the whole women that, oh, you gotta fly me out, but I'm not gonna give you no pussy. Like,
It's already understood. You coming here, but think about it. We can play that game. We're not having sex when I get there. Okay, of course not. Of course not. 2 hours within landing, motherfucking. Thank you.
it's crazy because they. My thing is this: like, I'm not your boy.
Right, right,
I'm not your. I'm not a nigga that you even really know.
exactly.
Excuse me. Damn.
That goes to one of the shit I wanted to talk about as well. I don't know if I probably ain't got the clip for one of them motherfucker, but one of the things where a lot of females been doing lately, they've been talking about, right? So they would have a threesome with a motherfucker they dot into like with a random nigga, but with the one they want to have long term, they don't want to have a threesome with that motherfucker.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird too. I
That's the
don't
weirdest shit
understand.
ever.
I don't understand. Well, I understand because I think you had said this before in one of the earlier. You was like, women don't really like men, but
Right.
a lot of times the person who she was doing these freaky things with was the person she really wanted to be with. You
Mm-hmm.
were just what's left over when everybody else rejected her. And you
Right.
kept, like what's that one thing where we always keep the light on for you? Like that's
Yeah.
you one of them niggas. Like you
We'll
know what
keep
I'm
the light
saying?
on for you.
We'll keep the light on for you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so when somebody knows that
Mm-hmm.
they can always come home,
Right.
they don't, and they know that they don't have to exceed expectations because you like them. Because think about it. Usually when they settle with the dude who wasn't the one they want, they don't have to
Right.
give all that they would have to give to the nigga that they really wanted. You know what I'm saying? So just
Mm-hmm.
giving you a little piece of pussy is good enough for her because that's what you made her believe was good enough.
Yeah.
So, and it goes back to as a man, and I think I spoke about this before your podcast because my cousin he used to always be like, why you be so upfront with females? Why you get them all the answer to the test and da da da? And I used to always tell him I was like, um, you even if I give you the answers to the test,
Right.
me being the person that I am, like, and I'm such a good observer of people because way before I gave you the answer to the test, I already done did my whole study of who you was because I had to decide if I ever wanted to even give you the number to proceed to this area of where we at. So you
Mm-hmm.
knowing these answers, because you know when somebody doing it genuine and somebody just doing it
Right.
because they know, like you
And
know.
that's what I encountered with old girl, right? The last little joint, right?
Yeah.
So and I go back and I say words in action. Cause she knew the words to say. She knew she watched her KS videos. So she knew the trigger words, whatever. I like, huh. But thing about it, she didn't have the actions to back it up. You can say this all you want, but if there's no actions behind it, you still the same. You just been a camouflage, and it didn't work. It don't work
Yeah.
because it actually. I never did get a chance to look at the shirt, man. We get a chance to see a picture of it, man. I don't even know how it looked.
Right here. Oh, I told you I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear it every time, man. Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to order me one, man. I gotta change my address because you don't send to PO box or whatever, right?
Oh, I went to the PO. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna wear this every time, man. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. My
I
my, my
forgot what I'm talking about.
nephew said he wanna buy one. He said we gotta send him the link so he can order one. He
Yeah,
fuck
shit, I
with
created that shit. Okay,
I
you
know
know
you
what I'm
did.
saying?
I
I did
told him.
create. I'm gonna try to open a joint and just start creating merch and shit, man.
Might as
'Cause I
well.
be having
We
some
already got an
ideas where I
LLC.
just wanna
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying, and it's like I talked to my niggas, man, and we was having a real conversation,
Right.
kind of like the ones we have on here. To be honest with you, exactly like the ones we have on here.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it what
uh,
motherfuckers talk about. It what niggas talk about.
yeah, and I was telling them
What we
about
talk.
because
Normal conversation, man.
yeah, it's like, and I told them, and I think I said it before on this, like relationships are hard. Like matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, last podcast, like they gonna be some of the hardest things you do. I say,
Right.
but what we do is we don't date to understand and get to really know a person. We date a person because of what we like and what we see and what we expect.
Yeah.
And when you go at it from that angle,
Mm.
that's how you could um build up false expectations or
Mm.
unrealistic expectations, or maybe even expectations that might be realistic and it might not be a fantasy, but the person who you're expecting it from might not just be on that time. And you know, it's hard when you dealing with a man and a woman because our end goal is different. So
Right.
I think that's why we bust heads so much for
Yeah.
why we just can't see out because they end goal and our end goal is different. So when you have two rival heads, it's only so long that they can work at the same business before one of them leaves and go to start their own, or they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sooner or later your ideas deter, you know.
Mm.
And I'm not saying all women, because some women, their whole goal was to always be a wife,
Yeah.
a helpmate, a companion, da da da. But I'm just
Right.
saying, a lot of these women, they have, and it's men too. We get into the point where we allow society and what our ideas of things, and because I was just thinking about this. I seen they was, I think it was Bootsy. He was
Right.
making fun of this black dude. He was like, "Oh, I hate seeing black dudes with these fat, overweight white women,
Yeah.
and stuff like that." And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, why the fuck we care so much of why who other people are with? Like,
Yeah.
why does that matter? So that's not your relationship.
I think your
But
mic going in and out. I think your mic kind of going in and out.
it's going in and out.
Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. But I think like I was saying is like because he was, and I'm like everybody. I think we spoke on this. Everybody don't get
Right.
married for the same reason. Not everybody trying to be with somebody because they the baddest bitch on the planet or they this and
Mm-hmm.
this. Motherfuckers get married and motherfuckers choose people depending on what they need and what they need that's missing. That's usually what you get a partner for. They're supposed to
Right.
fulfill what you missing. And a lot of times these so-called overweight big white women that be with these black dudes, these niggas be living their best life.
Right.
That
And
man ain't
think
worried
about
about
it, like the hit
everybody
on
don't
there,
want to be a
whatever. Right.
billionaire. I mean, they want to, but everybody
Yeah.
don't set their goals that if I don't make it to being a billionaire, oh, my life wasn't good. Some people like living
Mm-hmm.
in the trailer homes, getting all this kind of money from whatever, and this woman take care of him, and all he got to do is get her babies and get treated like a king in his trailer home.
Right.
That's that nigga groovy. That's their groove.
And
But
think
it goes.
about it,
Go
it's
ahead.
it hit on there as well. It's a lot of men they marry for what they need in their life, right? If they need a motherfucker
Yeah.
that just dare to get on their nerve and make them feel not bored, that's what they marry. If they
Mhm.
need a motherfucker to be home, cook, take care of the kids, make sure the house clean, at the end of the day, that's what they married to.
But
It's
and I
all
think
about it's all about what the man is married to, and also a man always
yeah.
have this in fact as well. This is what they have in mind as well, and this what usually they lead with. They married to what they afford. You know what I'm saying? They go with what they can. You know what I'm saying? They're not out here just picking random. They go for what they can. They know what their limit is. They know what their limit is. So if you're as per se out of a guy's league, he gonna know that.
Mhm.
So he gonna go to the one that everybody know they lane. Everybody know what they able to get. You know what I'm saying? Some people they the max they can get is a 5 or 6 or whatever. You know, most motherfuckers probably between 4 and 7, 4 and 6. That's average. Most people get average. So with guys, we know
Fact,
what we qualify for.
fact.
We know we're not gonna get like motherfucker know if we not there with our resources, we're not gonna get that 8, 9, 10. We're not gonna get there what people see as a supermodel and bad junk. And
Yeah,
thing about it, me always know what knows or familiar with my market value, right? You know, you have some people that they don't mess with nothing less than a 6, 7, 8, whatever, right?
mhm,
That's they line. That's what they mess with, right? But I don't mind coming through and picking up the crumbs. Not everybody can get 7, 8, 9, 10.
yeah.
Some of gotta settle with threes and fours.
Mhm,
So there's somebody out there for you.
yeah,
But thing about it is see when the mismatch with some guy, but it still depend on what the guy's into, right?
mhm,
Cause some guy have maximal resources and got them 5 and 4s, and they good with that. I'm like, hey, if you like it, I love it.
yeah,
But once you gather your max resources, you might need to renegotiate your contract. Now let's go to fat with Kevin Hart and who else? I can't think of my name, but that's why they
leaving.
upgrade. You
Oh, you
know
talking
what I'm
about leaving their
saying?
wife to go to a
Yeah. My resources has changed now. And they made the fatal, they're not gonna say fatal, but they made the mistake of settling down or marrying where they at and not where they going to. That's why you can't settle for where you at. You gotta settle for where you going to. But once you make that mistake, that's why you gotta, now I gotta, cause especially if she's not growing with you. Now, if she was with you before you got a thing and was actually there with you, whatnot, shooting in the gym with you. Now, every female not shooting in the gym with you. Most of them not.
yeah.
There's some people that at least be in the sideline. You know what
And
I'm saying?
sometimes I feel like with women, just because they dealt and the nigga blow up, don't mean that they, like you say, they were shooting in the gym. You know what
Everybody
I'm
can't
saying?
come.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and maybe even you. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that, but and I feel like when what you saying is true because the it's it's just such a so many variables that take place when these things happen, bro. Because the man, like, it could have been rough. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, even though she stuck with you through everything, but if she made it rough for you, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If she was condescending at times, if she, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to bail on you, but really didn't have nowhere else to go, so she kind of had to stay. You will know
Right.
that, bro. You know what I'm
At
saying? That's
all.
what I'm saying. It's different variables going into like why somebody would leave somebody who was with them so long. And then, of course, once you leave, why would I now only date where I was? Like I'm in a different level now. It's like I'm a bump it. The first of all, when you get money and you become famous and known, you gonna
Right.
bump into pussy that never paid attention to you
You
before. Gonna pay
never
attention.
had the option for it.
Yeah, they gonna pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, and this is just real life. When you grow up, bro, a lot of times when because you're not at the peak thinking of what we're talking about now. So a lot of times you you already got that first little crush on some kind of chick. You already done kind of like because you're figuring out your type. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's usually you see a lot of different chicks, but then you see this just one chick and you like, God damn, that been right there bad. Like I gotta go holler at that. Like that comes with, you know what I'm saying? As you get older, you start to realize what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but sometimes you slip up. Like I said, like us as humans do, you might skeet in the chick, it wasn't supposed to be nothing serious, whatever, whatever. Now you feel like you gotta stay with them because you don't want to be like your
I
father.
think your
You want
mic
your
fading out
father
when you move, dog.
yeah, like your father one day when you was, young, so you don't want to leave the kind of scar. You want to try to change this, so you stick with somebody who really ain't good. And because y'all got a kid and y'all tied in and y'all might be broke, You
Right.
do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you
and also on the female side as well, right? And that's why it's always important to have if you don't have a father figure in your life, at least your brother and your father is to protect you from what y'all see as fuck balls and fuck niggas, whatever, right? It's gonna be a man's job. Well, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be the guy's job until they actually on their purpose doing what they doing. Their job is to get all of you without giving none of them. So you got to have that male figure that's there to filter it. To filter it out to let you know, hey, this motherfucker ain't shit. If you don't have that guy there in your life, I ain't talking about your best friend and all that shit. No, I'm talking about your daddy. It's your daddy job, and your go delegate to your brother job to make sure that you're picking the right person for you. Cause as I say, female make terrible decisions.
listen.
And
Listen.
if you don't believe that, look at your exes.
If you don't believe that, look at Cassie. When you decide to take the money over taking somebody who really fuck with you,
right,
and really like the lame niggas or whatever you want to call the niggas,
the nerds,
you turn down. So
the one that doesn't tick for you,
the one that's gonna really put his life out there for you and really try to go every hard, you turn them down.
Right.
So
the guys you keep in your friend zone.
Yeah. So when the money runs out, and like I said, because you got to realize the way you came in, bro. That's leave. You're not going out that way. See, that's what people think. People think, oh, I came in, I'm getting this money, so when I leave, I'm gonna get this money.
Right.
Man, listen, dog, they don't always work out that. And then, like a lot of times, look at the shit that Cassie had to go through to get that money. Just think about it. And someone was applauding that shit.
Yeah. And that goes on both sides, though. You get to see the motherfucker, the one that make terrible decisions, and you also get to see a man that has resources. You know, he did distribute on his own way of doing it, right? So he was able to just have just as he wanted. If he wanted, she had to get on his program. He was into this freak, a lot of this freaking shit. So she could continue living that lifestyle and be part of this freaky team. Or she could have went back and chose a normal motherfucker like she did now. Cause here's what females like to do.
Why wait so long though? God,
cause they had. I'm tell you why. They have to go into what they call a hoe phase and get it out of them. They use their prime to get ran through, and then once they already got pissed in, their mouth got pissed on, creamed out, and rubbed on their got nipples and all that shit. Now they ready to settle down to a regular motherfucker now. They're gonna take him as she is. Now they ready to be a wholesome wife. Now they ready to get married. Cause the one that shows to show you the one they really want is the one that really is not treating them the same way a motherfucker that's in their friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Cause what happened was, so this guy she ended up marrying held her to a high pedestal. But you know that women, they hypergamish, right? They want the higher value. And if you going for higher value, that motherfucker most likely not putting you above him. He did for her. So you down there. So he's not putting you on a pedestal. And that's what they like. That's what they love. A motherfucker that they look up to. They're not gonna give a fuck for that motherfucker that's talking to themselves in their DMs. They trying to do they're doing the right way. They'll do anything for them. No, that's who they settle for. Once they get they mouth filled up with piss and it overrun and shit, that's when they really go to that.
Yeah, damn, we get it. She R. Kelly in this bitch. I got it. He's
But but that's who they go to after it, dog. After they had all their kids, and after they went through that, then they settle for the guy that's been talked to themselves.
But you know
And
what?
even
Go ahead, finish up, bro. My fault.
oh shit, I forgot what I was finna say. Bro.
What I was gonna say on what you were saying though is like what I don't understand is I'm pretty sure now she's gonna the women are gonna rally around her. She's gonna get sympathy and empathy from certain people no matter what because she's a
Right.
female and she is the victim of something, even though we have yet to figure out what that is. She's
I'm
a
gonna tell you
victim
what
of
it
something.
is. She's a victim of what he's not being charged of. Thing about it, they put out the image, right? They put out the visual of Diddy beating her ass. And that's where everybody mind. That's why they still sympathizing with her, right?
He
But
gave her money for
she's
that
not
though.
being charged by none of that.
Yeah, he
They
gave her
trying to
money
charge this
for it.
motherfucker of fucking
Racketeering,
racketeering and trafficking and
RICO
shit.
charge, all
Those are
kinds
the
of
things that she's a part of.
yeah.
But everybody go back to the Diddy beating the ass video, and they go relate to that. But they're not being charged for that. If he were getting charged for that, guilty as fuck.
I'm gonna tell
But
you
he's
this
not
shit,
being
bro.
charged for that.
I'm gonna
What's
tell
that?
you something about this shit. And I know this might be conspiracy theory, but this shit seemed very movie-esque.
Right.
Like everything that's happening is very movie-esque type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I done seen this before, nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I done seen this story before. It's just the person who's acting now is Diddy.
Right.
And what's her name? But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is this, she's gonna be who she is after this no matter.
Right.
So just admit, hey man, we used to bro, we used to get freaky, nigga. Like it's out there. Like me and Diddy, I love this nigga so much. He told me about freaky shit. He never forced me into it. He showed it to me, and you know, I was around it all the time. I started to like it. Da da da. Shit done went. You know, she had a crush on Diddy. Diddy was a mogul.
Right.
She was. I mean, come on. Let's not act like. Come on. He was a mogul, bro. He was rich, bro. This nigga wasn't just regular rich. This nigga was. You know what I'm saying? Look at this nigga, bro. Hey, we on live, boy. That nigga is they go bad dust for bad dust for this shit.
Hey, we gonna get bad for this, man.
Yeah.
We gonna have to turn it to after hours.
Yeah. We gotta put that bitch at midnight.
Hey,
But
this is why we usually air after midnight, man.
yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get.
But it's just like women, like it's the time hotel though. What is your so? They just put out a movie called Sinners, where what's his name gave up his certain to the devil to learn how to play it, but he was proud of it, you know, and he stepped into it and owned it, and he used the talent, and it's like you a freak, you like that shit, like okay, nigga, we can get over it, bro. We know porno stars, nigga, like. You want to try to keep this innocent act, nigga, but there's no innocence left. Like, what are we acting now, nigga? What are you doing, bro? You are who you are, bro. Everybody gets to be whoever the fuck they want to be. They got people walking dogs. I mean, walking people as dogs. Hey, listen, you freak. That's nothing, dog. Like, Diddy, we shocked, but like, we done seen freaky niggas before.
You know what I'm saying? A little past freaky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You borderline in that gay mark, but hey, it's a thing.
Nah, he probably in there, bro. Because, like I said, when you get to the point where you got so much money and so much power, like it's like the Romans. You know that's how the Romans was. They would get all these powerful men together and have gay parties and sleep with boys. Like that's the kind of shit when you get something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize he around rich other white people that they probably seduced him into that lifestyle. by being around the white folks and the people who did that shit, you know, that got him enticed. He didn't just wake up one day and start being a freaky nigga. That nigga learned. That nigga is a that shit probably go back generations.
Hey, but they ain't about even the I'm not sure if you see the yeah, I should have clipped it up. But you see the video with Cam with interviewing the
Oh yeah, the Punisher.
yeah.
No, yeah. Punisher nigga.
But hey, that motherfucker fool. Man said
Listen, bro.
how to pussy though. That
Listen,
motherfucker want no.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay, because people was coming at that shit was hilarious, nigga. That's so, but on some real nigga shit.
That was
That's
some
what
real shit.
niggas
Motherfuckers
we
want to know.
niggas. Yeah, nigga, like
What
so,
nigga
like you,
hell?
bitch was good. Like damn, y'all niggas doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all freaking off like that.
Mhm.
That shit that good, and it's like. But see, like I said, motherfuckers act like just because she going through court, you can't have these kind of conversations, but you can have whatever kind of conversations about Diddy because he's the monster,
Right.
because he's a man. And how
Yeah.
dare he do what y'all so-called blame men for doing through generations of times. But like I said, if she was not forced into anything, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I can understand if she was forced into something, you know, whatever, bro. Like, but this shit seemed very movie-esque, bro. But women, they willing to sell their body for something. You know what I'm saying? Some people sell it for higher prices due to, and the crazy part is really due to whoever got the resources they're liking. So everybody got different tastes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So,
but the thing about it is, the motherfucker said, "Hey, hey," was I heard somebody say, all they heard from that was it was trash.
listen,
Hey.
I don't care what nobody say. That shit couldn't have been too trash. Well, they was getting paid to fuck her, so it could have been trash. They probably was just did it for the money because it was a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, wild ass niggas, bro. So they could have been in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? They could have just been in there because I guess to them it's like going to a porn set.
Then you gotta think about it as well, though, right? Maybe it was trash. When it come to the point that he gotta get another motherfucker to fuck you so he can get off. Like the shit may be so trash, I can't even fuck you no more. I gotta get another motherfucker to fuck you so I can get off of that. I gotta have live porn in my motherfucking hotel room so I can get off on this shit.
I don't know, bro. I could see that, but Diddy a weird nigga, bro. I always thought Diddy was a weird nigga, bro. For the longest, bro. So I don't know. But because they say he be dabbling in with the other men. He might only get right if he has another man around. You know, some of them niggas be having erectile dysfunctions and shit. It's all kind of psychological, you know what I'm saying, that make you not be able to get your shit up unless you do certain stuff to yourself. So I don't
So
know.
the 100 pack doesn't work.
100 pack don't work. He done tried Viagra. He probably done got them niggas in there mixing up their own shit. That's why the baby oil needed. I don't know, man.
Hey, in the in the video, the way we was discussing before we came on live, whatever, the mother had baby oil, man. Poor baby oil. I like, oh, you gonna did it this shit, huh? But anyway, yeah, man. What you do this weekend? Oh, this week. I know you out of school and shit, man.
Shit, I ain't do too much, man. I fucking I watched the fucking first game of the finals.
Yeah.
Watched the Pacers take it at the end. I fucking listened to the new Wayne album.
All that shit. I thought I've seen some shit about it. I ain't really I don't really listen to music that much. I ain't get a chance to check it out though.
Yeah. I ain't finished checking it out all the way. I had watched that Accountant too. It had came to streaming, so I watched that shit too. So I ain't finished checking it out, but I Wayne my goat, so
Yeah.
I'm always gonna
I
back
got
that up.
I got a video. What the fuck it is? I ain't gonna play that one. But I got a video, man. I got a video to check out, man.
Let's do
It's
it.
some more shit that we talk about on the norm. What the hell? What the hell did I say? Let me
I
know you can hear
forget
it.
the creator's name, but she was talking about how she had a guy friend that she thought would they were really close, really cool, and apparently he ends up asking her for a sexual act, and it was very upsetting to her because she felt like they were friends, and like, how do we go back to being friends after this? But this brings me to say this. I had a guy friend once that I thought was my best friend for years, okay? And then later in life, he tells me, not in a mean way, but he was basically letting me know that he wasn't being friends with me because he wanted to be my bestie. He actually wanted to date me. He was always interested in dating me. That is why he was friends with me, because he was hoping for a chance to be with me.
Are y'all still confused about this, ladies? Just curious. Are y'all still trying?
So I never realized why female be so confused or no so naive. They pretend to think like, oh, he's just my friend. He's just my best friend. And we don't see each other that way. No, you may not see each other, him that way. But he definitely thinking about fucking. You're not that fucking fun to be around. That nigga that you want to hang around you without getting nothing in return. You're not funny. You're not that enjoyable to be around. So I never understood why females think you just friends. No, no guy's just your friend. Unless you just ugly as fuck and motherfucker, you really, which is rare, you really bring some there and just fun and hang around and cool like the fella, whatever. But 98.9 of the time, niggas want to fuck. And that's why niggas usually tell you, like, yo, motherfucker ain't fucking with motherfucker with guy friend. Cause we know, like, yo, either he don't fuck or he trying to fuck. Or trying to fuck again. But so my thing is, what you think they really naive or they actually know that what they doing?
Oh, it's my turn. Listen,
Yeah.
you know exactly. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know exactly where I was gonna head. Like I give women more credit than they act like they don't know. They act dumb because they think the person they talking to is stupid. So they
Yeah.
say stuff like that to check and see the temperature of if you gonna fall for the shit or not. Like,
Push the
come on,
envelope.
bro.
Yeah.
These they had the, this is the way they deal with everyday world. So when they say stuff like that, like that's why I said I don't believe.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't even worry about believing you because, like I said, and this is what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You could fuck with a nigga and you don't have to pretend like y'all just cool. You could be
Right.
honest and say, yeah, that nigga won't fuck me, but like I don't be fucking that nigga. Like I don't want to fuck. But if you say that to certain niggas, they not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
niggas
They
got
not gonna
pride.
waste time.
Yeah, they got pride. They got things. They can't be going
Yeah.
around with a
I'm
chick
not
where,
finna waste my
oh,
time. You
you
got
might be
nigga that
feeling like
patience
you
though.
like this.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. Yeah, and I feel you with the not wasting time. But what I'm saying is like niggas, like I don't know, motherfuckers just be fake. Like, and it's like,
Yeah.
like you said before, like a nigga gonna go with the whatever because at the end of the day, we know if we know, bro. Like a nigga know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then you get mad when a nigga don't take you serious because nigga we know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
I
think
don't know.
about it, like females always have those guy best friend where they think they get the best advice from.
Yeah,
You going to get advice from a motherfucker that trying to that want to smash.
yeah,
So of course, there gonna be some guy they're gonna be like, they're gonna straight out like, yeah, that motherfucker ain't shit. There gonna be some guy that gonna be like borderline, like, well, hey, you should give him another try, blah blah. Whole time they pretend to be on the guy team, be like, yeah, you should, blah blah. But they trying to back you as well, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause they gonna hit him with, oh, why you always take his side? Why you always on this side? Hey, you know how guy be trying to get, hey, you know, they get a guy a chance. Meanwhile, they
hey,
steady sliding on in and shit.
that nigga ain't got no loyalty to her, man.
Hell no, man.
That man is allowed to use whatever tactics he want to use to get your chick. The one that's standing trial is not that nigga, it's your chick. See, and that's what I'm saying. Women, it's such a, like I said, you don't have to get a nigga back by giving up your body. Like that's
What old boy said, was it that New York cat? But you don't get a nigga back like that.
yeah, you don't get and that's what I'm saying. Like you don't get a nigga back like that. Like you really don't. And you know, some
Yeah,
niggas gonna be heartbroken, like, yeah, because that's just emotions that humans, but you ain't really getting that nigga back, bro.
right.
But I don't know. Cause like a lot of times I don't think women really be looking for husbands. They be looking for that because they situational animals. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times they just in a situation and sometimes they get caught up in that situation because they don't got no next play because like we said before, they not natural hustlers.
Right.
So usually they plays will come off somebody else making a play for them.
You know
You
what?
know what I'm saying? So
They're not thing about it, I think they are natural hustler or born hustler, right? But they just do it differently. Their hustle is you. You are the hustle. So they're not gonna get it out the mud. You're never gonna see them get it out the mud. They're getting out the mud is fucking as they used to say, fucking a Flavor Flav type shit, right? Or they fucking what they see as an ugly nigga, right? That's
yeah,
their way of getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Cause they have no face of reality of how the world works. So them fucking you and they're not interested in you. You have to be an ugly motherfucker because most motherfuckers are not interested in they fucking with. They just selling for you.
yeah,
So you the definite a well-known ugly motherfucker that they selling for. You are that's their way of getting it out the mud by
yeah,
sticking with your ass. And if
yeah,
you want to know it, if you want to truly know how they feel, piss them off.
yeah.
They'll tell you
Exactly.
exactly how they feel.
You said what I said in a very aggressive way.
Hey, because some people like it. So some people like it on lighter tone, and some people understand it in a rougher tone.
Nigga, funny as shit,
So you
man.
cover all bases, nigga.
But yeah, but that's really what it is, though. And
Yeah.
because that's why I say they make a play off you. And then, of course, once the one thing that women are good at is maintaining and making some shit look good. So they can get a play off you, get put into a position where they look good and they, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then if they can make a couple of more plays, they can buy their own beauty salon or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that they do.
And gonna get you to fund it.
you know. And but once you start making money like that and living that space and you
Mm-hmm.
going to these expensive parties and you hanging out with these other species of women who getting their money off a nigga, but they
Right.
getting more than you because you know what I'm saying, you might be in transition and looking for another rich nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just saying like those times is where a lot of these women end up having to, do a little something for the 40.
Yeah.
That's how
Run
you
to the
might
40
catch you a little
range.
bad bitch on a down week, bruh. You look good
Yeah.
enough, you know what I'm saying? She need that. Like, I'm telling you. Like, no, I seen that. Like, motherfuckers, man. But it's I'm just joking with the women. Like, that's true. I'm telling you the truth, but like it is what it
In a
is. But
joking way. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like we know that women body is their greatest asset because that's what they always promoted as they asset. They got to choose the value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know how else to say that shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't know no other way to say that shit.
Hey, hey, I like that hoodie. That motherfucker fresh. I'm gonna have to
Told you,
try to
bro.
give
Like
me one of them junk though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like so,
But
but women, like I said, women don't listen to men because they always feel like any kind of advice that doesn't fall into the
yeah,
line of what they want to do is you either being a narcissist, you're being a masochist, whatever word it is. You do
anything but a child of
yeah,
God.
you anything but genuine. Like you everything, but I'm just being genuine, bro. Like
Yeah.
fuck all that other stuff, bro. But like we live in a world of feelings that you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yep. Yeah,
and
man. But
people
thing
people
about
can
that's
feel
why
relevant.
what's that?
Go ahead.
I like that's why a lot of they becoming confused. That's why a lot of motherfuckers choosing to opt out of dating, man. Motherfucker, I see more and more guys that's like, nah, man, I'm gonna focus on my purpose, man. I'm gonna get my bag up. I'm gonna get my body right. I'm gonna stay in this gym. I'm gonna start eating right. And they more or less is not really going out wasting time going to these fucking what you call this shit, the mixers, meet up and
Yeah,
shit. They cause when you dating when you out here dating all the time, you wasting money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You gotta sit here and talk to the biz and buy this and this and that. And then she's find out, oh, the motherfucker ain't really interested. She's just hungry. Like, motherfucker ain't got time for that. And I think that what the $40 rules come in handy at though, right? If you you focus on your purpose and you ain't got
yeah,
time for all this and you going here, you putting extra time into your what you got going on and shit. You ain't got time to be out here fucking with these bitches trying to figure out, oh, who's this, who that.
yeah.
No. Come get there 40. I'm gonna give you 15, 20 minutes. Go on
I'm
about your way. I get my
funny.
PNC. I'm back focused on what I need to get done. Get the
Everybody
$40, as E40
buy
said, the 40 water, $40
water, water.
and,
Ooh.
and take this, and then I can go back to what I'm focused on. Cause motherfuckers start realizing guys are not stupid. Cause men, female think dudes are just stupid as fuck, dumb as fuck. God, they're not like, oh, I'm not finna pay for this. Just for you to entertain. Cause if you go to the entertainment world and trying to figure out, go and fall into the show, cause they're gonna create this whole show for you, whatever. You gonna lose. They gonna look fucking bad as fuck. They gonna do this. Cause they master finesses, right? And one way to win in this finesse game is not to play it. That's the only way to win it.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
moment you fuck around and dap your toes in this motherfucking water, this dating water, this finesse water, you're
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
They gonna come out that's like this
That-
video I'm watching now. They got the ass everywhere, beautiful bitches everywhere, and like 5 guys and 30 motherfucking females. Nigga. It's a losing game. That that type of lifestyle, because here's the thing with people watch these type videos and they try to get that type of lifestyle. No, that should be the main purpose. That should be something that comes with it. That should be a perk that comes with it, right? You once you get where you waiting on your purpose and you successful on your purpose, then you could afford this craziness. Well, but if you're still sitting here and like waiting on my big break, I'm still gonna open this. So I'm about to do this. Hey, we're gonna be big. No, it's not for you. You still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
You
gotta
know what I'm
do it.
saying? You got a lot of work to do. If you fucking in your 30s and shit, you still planning on being doing this and that. No, you just gotta work. You just gotta do it. You up here just chilling, not doing shit, and still planning on being big. I ain't gonna be big. No, you just gotta do. You just gotta work. You gotta get. You're not gonna get there by playing, not just playing. You just gotta get it. You get playing as you go. But the most important thing is get moving. Nigga. The most important thing is getting working on it. You ain't gotta know what the fucking direction is. You just work. You just go to it. Hey, well, I know once I get there and shit. Next thing you know, you 20 years in, like, oh. But you can't be steady, man. It's not for a man to be steady and just be complacent in his place, man. I think every man should be a traveler.
Yep.
Not in long term, but a traveler in life, a
Mhm.
travel and keep moving, always exploring the world, you know.
Mhm.
Always out seeking for the next thing, creating more things. Let me add value. You should always add value to everything you do.
Right.
Anywhere you go should add value.
Yeah.
If you're having a conversation that's not gonna concern you, you should add value to that. If
Mhm.
you meet a motherfucker, you should add value. A man should add value to everything that he does.
Facts.
If you talking to a chick and you into your female life, you should add value to it. Even if you're in your man life, you know, homeboy, you should always add value to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Because a man that's not useful is a useless man. And everybody know nobody gives a fuck about a useless man. If you useless in this world, that's like probably the worst thing you can ever be in this world. It's fucking useless. And the world gonna treat you that. The world gonna show you that.
Oh, yeah,
That's why there's no such thing as a man not being held accountable because the world, the universe holds the man accountable.
Mhm.
It's damn near impossible for a man not to get held accountable. But we sit here and just listen to these feminist ways of this. No, man. Time for like men to start men in again. Man. When men will be men again, man. It's about time for that, man. We've been in this feminist world for so long where motherfucker can't say shit. I be reading shit and I be like, why the fuck do they got this shit blocked off? I can't even understand what the fuck they trying to say. I be reading like a blog and shit. Like, what the fuck you trying to say? You got everything fucking marked out. I think they fucking marked out the word cuss out or some shit. Like mama said cuss. And they marked this shit out.
You talking about censorship?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the dumbest shit ever. I don't like this shit. I never like censorship, man. I remember back in I think it was the 90s, nigga. I remember DMX was talking about this shit. It was back when they was censoring video. Well, there was a thing where they about censoring videos, these music videos and shit. Right? Like the nigga that's never like censorship, I'm with it. Like you shouldn't be sick. If you go overseas somewhere, especially like in Europe or whatever, you getting that shit raw and uncut. There's no real censorship type of thing, whatever, right? But the thing about it, also, you should be able to censorship yourself. It's just like when you have a child, you have a kid that hear you have an adult talk and talking shit, whatever, and they repeat that. Then you have a kid that hear you talking shit, they adult talk, and they know the filter themselves not to repeat that shit. So where's the line of where motherfucker can have self-censorship? You know what I'm saying? They just know, I guess it's probably in the attention, whatever. Now they might say some shit like that when they with their other friends and kids and shit, but they know not to say that shit around you, whatever. But that's all kids though. All kids do fucked up shit.
Yeah, kids, you know, they act on impulse and don't have to worry about thought process.
Yeah.
You know, thought processing and realizing stuff comes later. But and then depending on the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I got my daughter, she liable to say some wild shit.
Yeah. But how old is she though?
She was 15 now. And I'm liable to say some wild shit.
No, I'm saying how old your daughter though?
She 15.
Right, but that's down there, you know, teenager, whatever. I'm talking about like 5 years old to 5 to 10 years old, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But
when they in
like
that stage of repeating. Well, once they get older and they understand, they gonna automatically do that. But you ever had like a badass little cousin that walk around, fuck you. They probably, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Them type motherfucker.
I know. Yeah. I know some motherfuckers. And believe me, I always believed in controlled chaos. So like
Right.
if I'm not saying that you can't have a wild kid at home and but when you step out in public, bro, not just because you're ashamed of yourself or you can be yourself, but come on, man, we know how to act. Like
Right.
nobody want to go somewhere and somebody kid just screaming and yelling and
Bad as
hollering,
fuck.
running. Nobody watching this nigga knocking over shit. Like, come on, bro,
Mm-hmm.
take that nigga to the car. Y'all need
That's why I keep a belt on me.
yeah, go ahead and whip that nigga in the bathroom. Ain't no parent gonna be in here talking about, oh, they abused that child. Now they go most of the time, especially when you're in the right kind of restaurant, grocery store, them niggas clap like, yeah,
Especially
Timmy,
down south.
yeah, Timmy
Down
got
south,
that
they do.
ass whooped. Timmy, you cutting your, you
Hey,
got
yeah,
stop
whoop
cutting
them
that
again.
ass up, bro.
That
What's wrong with
motherfucker
you when
needed
these
that
people
shit.
so acting crazy? Yeah,
Mhm.
so I mean, I don't know.
But hell yeah, nigga, that shit that's like diabolical. But yeah, I got another got another clip, man. Oh, this shit, man. Me of 2020, man. You remember back in 2020 was a nice time for me, man. I ain't gonna say
I ain't
nice
gonna.
time, but it was like a enjoyable time, man. I enjoyed myself so much.
Oh, shit, man. I wouldn't be here. What the fuck?
Usually like dating masculine guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Terrible. Being with Tiante, I've learned that it's best to be with a feminine man because they understand you more. It's hard trying to teach a masculine man how to feel sometimes or how to treat you. I don't have to worry about that. I mean, we just kind of dress alike sometimes, and that's really the only thing. He's who he is.
Straight because I'm feeling for you, want you to put it down. Been caught some feelings for you, want you to feel them now.
That shit got my fucking nerve. Like, nigga, why? You know what I'm saying? That's that weird. You just like, it got most motherfuckers well affirmative. They say a masculine chick dating a feminative nigga and a feminine nigga dating a masculine chick. At the gay shit, yeah, it's just the weird shit that's coming up, man. Like, why motherfuckers just can't be regular gay? Everybody doing is all this extra shit for attention, man. Like, yo, stop the madness, nigga. If you like dick, get you a dick. If you a bitch that like bitch, you get you a bitch. It's gonna be happy. But I don't think it's the regular gay motherfucker. I don't think they really they're not into this crazy shit as well, nigga.
The
It's this
regular gay
new
people.
shit. It's the new shit. The young motherfucker that want so much attention that they're doing any fucking stupid shit. Like you in a relationship with a motherfucker that don't like you. It don't like nothing that you have. But they want it for themselves. The shit doesn't make sense. That's just attention seeker. The regular motherfucker, see the regular gay motherfucker, they just want to be able to be married and be left the fuck alone. Then you got the other motherfucker, they combine and everything. You got the other motherfucker where they want you to identify them as a unicorn, call them a unicorn and shit. Then they want you to motherfucking call them a group of people and all that bullshit. Like, yo, what? Just be regular gay, man. Why I gotta identify you as a kitty cat and shit? That's just stupid shit, man. If you have mental issues and you think that you are fucking guy or female when clearly you're born as a girl or female, whatever, right? But you're confused on who you are. You can't put your fucking illness, your mental illness on me. Why I gotta be confused just because you're confused? I'm not saying you can't be confused. You can be confused. But don't try to force me to be confused with you. Usually, when you see a fucking crazy motherfucker, everybody got them in their neighborhood, right? You got a crackhead, a crazy motherfucker who got some mental issue going on.
Yeah.
We know that's that crazy motherfucker. Now society want me to identify him as a normal person. He's an alternate, he's an alternative sane. He's not crazy, he's alternative sane. This is where this shit going to, man. We had the whole government pushing shit and put fun in it. If you know this motherfucker is not pushing that, you don't hear less and less motherfucker. They not being funded for that shit. That's an agenda, motherfucker. A motherfucker pushing their agenda because people getting paid for that shit. They got all these programs to promote that shit. But you look behind the scenes, you see who's running it, who's owning this shit. They're getting paid to promote this foolishness to you. And you up in here, God, shit, I can't think. But it's one guy, right? I was watching this video. It's one guy. So he would transition to be a girl, whatever, right? Then the nigga had like post regret. He had regrets on doing it. So he what they call this shit, detransition or some shit like that. And now he back a boy and shit. And he regret being a woman or trying to be a woman because nobody fell into his nonsense, right? Nobody dived into that shit. They never failed. They never like caved in to what he wanted to be called. They, them, us, we, tomorrow, some shit, whatever, right? But nobody ever paid that shit attention. All right, nigga, go on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, if he don't go into college, all that shit, he realized, yeah, this is shit stupid. Now he transitioned back to be a boy and like he regret doing the whole thing. Everybody thinks that's all for attention. All that new shit for attention. Cause the motherfucker, the real gay niggas and gay bitches, they fucking each other in silence. They're keeping their bedroom in their bedroom. The bedroom thing go in the bedroom. Why do I have to know? I don't give a fuck. You gay? You gay? You gay? Why I gotta know about it? Just like I'm not even going to you like I like bitches. Who gives a fuck?
Facts. Who gives a fuck?
People are making gay their identity. If you don't recognize me as a unicorn person, then my life is over.
Well, it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of iRobot. And it's like when you get, and I think I said this before, when people get outcast and ostracized, they tend to gravitate with other people to make a group of people.
Right.
And now you become a society, and you feel like you have rights. You don't build up enough people to start a resistance against what you feel like is tyranny, against something that you believe is something that that's just how all shit come about, bro. But like we got to the point where we became so free with free thinking. We got to the point where everything matters, the way you say, the way you can't do nothing to nobody. And this is the place where they thrive at, because this is the place where you can, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, me personally, when I see stuff like that, I laugh because I think it's funny. But man, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Like I don't even care anymore. Like what you do is what you do. Like you said, who you be with, who you be around. We can't stop these people from having social media. They're gonna be able to put the fuck they want to put up, just like niggas can put the fuck they want to put up. So it's just like, nigga, and they look young. Look like niggas. These
They
niggas,
always young.
they young. They see, and plus they live in a place where, because now there's no gender, there's just fluid. I think they call it fluid or nothing. So they don't even see it as boy, girl. They see it as fluid and sex with it, and it's all kind of, it done got all kind of, and that. But that's their generation. That's the shit that they decided to go ahead and move with. Every move
Right.
you ain't gonna move with, but we ain't a part of that generation, so we don't understand it. But I don't know, bro. To me, it's a tough life to live, and it's already hard out here. And I think that's my biggest thing for it, is like, man, shit, it's hard out here just being whatever the fuck you is. Now you
Right.
trying to add something new and make it tough on yourself. You think people just gonna give it? Man, when have you ever seen the world just hand out the winning card? Like, yeah, you know what, y'all part of the, oh, there you go, jump to the head of the line. You finna get all these. Shit don't work like that.
Yeah.
You just making people already got reasons to hate you way before you started doing this. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, in this world that people don't just easily erase their hatred and don't change just because you tell them to, but that's just not the history of the world. Like,
At
this ain't
all.
even like, this just obvious, bro. So like I said, when I see people, I'll be like, okay, like it don't bother me, because it's like, that's your life. You want to make it a little harder, you want to make it, you know, whatever it is that make you happy, bro. Because I'm not your God, bro. I'm not your
Right.
savior. I'm not your.
None of
I
that
ain't. I
shit.
can't. Man, see, and that's what's wrong with people. They put too
Right.
much time in worrying about other people's life, and you get soul attached to people that don't need to be soul attached to you. People, like, I don't worry about people that don't matter. And I'm not saying that these people don't matter, but I'm just saying, me, I don't. If me and you not having some kind of, like, I can't worry about what you do when you go home. Like, why
Mm-hmm.
would I? Like, I don't care how cool you is. Wayne, my favorite rapper. I do not think about what that nigga do from day to day.
Exactly.
Like, that's just, come on, man. Like, I think it's weird, but that's what I'm saying. We have these weird addictions that we think is normal because the world just do that shit, but it's really weird, bro. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga want to do that shit. And they love each other. They happy. Okay, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. They happy. They gonna do that, because at the end of the day, they gotta work. They gonna run into way more problems than I gotta worry about.
Right.
Because when you choose to live that way, there's gonna be people in the world that can't help but not say something about how they feel about how you live. So
Yeah.
you gonna run into a whole lot of more problems than me worrying about what you do. So you know what I'm saying? And I don't think people understand that. Like, bro, that motherfucker got it
Yeah.
worse than anybody. That nigga gotta live in that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then when things happen, like, I mean, I don't know, bro. I just let people live the way they want to live, dog. I think it's weird because you got a boyfriend that's gay, but
Mm-hmm.
like, it's just like, why not even do all that and just be together? And
You
then,
know they got different names. I was watching a
nah,
video
your boy
earlier.
should, girl, just be
They got
together.
different names
But
for that shit. Where motherfucker that will marry or get with motherfucker they know gay or whatever, and they call it lavender or some weird shit. They call it.
I
It's a
don't know
name for
none of
this
the
type of
lingo,
shit.
bro. And I got family members that's tied into that, and but it's not that I don't care to know. It's just that I don't
I don't
deal
care
in that.
either.
Like, I don't live in that space like that on a regular basis to really know the ins and outs. And
I
what,
don't
like I
care to
said,
know half the shit that I even go through on a
but
day to
I
day
do feel this is
basis.
weird because I feel like sometimes when I'm looking at my social media,
Right.
like certain selective shit that, like, why would this pop up on my feed? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, is they trying to tell me something, like, bruh? And you know, I don't know, bruh. It's weird. It's weird, bruh. But I guess because it's popular news, so whatever people really trending about, what it, and I guess that's why, whether or not you pay attention to it or not, it's trending. You might want to know, so we're gonna send that bitch to you. And
Cause thing about it, it go based off what you search. It go based off what you talk about. If someone talking and having a session around you, it picks it up. If someone have a session or had a certain type of shit in the fucking phone, or the app picks them up in the same location you, it may populate. You may they shit that they search may populate and transfer to your shit, because if you're in the same area, this motherfucker, they like, oh, community, so he might like the same shit they like.
yeah, well, yeah, and that's exactly how it works, because it'll, like, it'll search people that have the same interests that you have, and this person might know you. So that's how they send these friends that, oh, you might know this person, and now you see a lot of stuff that they watch that could lead to something else that's similar to it. Like, and I think it's like if you watch the video for like longer than a minute, it automatically adds it to your algorithm. I don't know, man.
I don't
It's
think
a
you
lot
gotta
of
watch a
technical.
video anymore, dog.
It's a
I
lot of
think you
technical
can
things
be
to get
around
stuff
a
right.
motherfucker that watch that certain type of shit and it picks it up. The GPS will
Well,
locate that you around this type of this
yeah, it's
motherfucker,
definitely
maybe
gonna
like
pick up
certain
area.
shit.
Yeah. It's gonna pick up stuff around you, and it's gonna pick up on just because certain apps it asks you, do you want to keep the recording on? So when you talk, they'll record what you're saying, listen to what you say. That's why I
Right.
always turn off my certain my stuff on my app. But it'll listen to what you say, and then it'll give you suggestions. You ever just did that? Like you could be talking to somebody about crabs. The next thing you know, you jump on social media. Next thing you know, it's like crab deals on places close to you.
All the
Man,
time.
motherfucker be listening, bro. Whether you cut all the what's the name off, like that should be listening. And like, but it's weird, bro, because the internet is such a it's a very large place to be able to do a lot
Yeah.
of shit, and scamming and identity fraud and people, hackers and shit. It's a dangerous thing when you put yourself on the internet, man.
That's a fact. Let me ask you this: you been in college, well, one of the questions. Do you
Okay.
believe that? Do you think that college is a scam?
Hell yeah. All the money you get from fucking college. Man, first of all, let me tell you how could it not be a scam? They get if you don't got money, you gotta go borrow money. They let you borrow money to go to school to pay them back the money that they let you borrow to get a job to help the economy grow farther. They lock you into 9 to 5, 10 to 12, 12 hours, some depending on the job for all these years just to barely make it and hope you get your social security, and you might have to get another job unless you invest it right. Like
And
that
that's the
that
killer part as well, though, bro.
like
Most motherfuckers that got a degree don't even use their degree.
and you got to realize that a lot of things that was popular usually happen in spurts. Like you have these booms. So when something boom, everybody try to go catch that boom, but the boom already hit. So usually the people who caught the boom are the ones that elevate and rise up above other people. And everybody ain't gonna be there for the boom. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
a lot of people go and like, oh, I'm gonna be they done said lawyers is cool to be lawyers and all these big time lawyers and all this. And then by the time they make it there, it might be too hard for some people. It might be way more than what they thought it was gonna be. And some people just don't be great. They just become small time. And even at the bottom, not every lawyer get paid rich. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Life kick in. And but like you got certain booms when stuff, hit and people rush to it and then like not everybody going what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna win who join the race.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that happens at every point in time, like right now, streaming booming, stocks booming, crypto booming. These are the things that's exploding, and people who caught on to it early, and people that's catching on, they making money. And you know what I'm saying? So
Right. And that's the new phase. It's like it's a switch that's going on. And yeah, they switch over to that. Like the fucking market dropped yesterday, but the shit
yeah,
looks like it coming back up though. Right
few
now.
things, few things making. I
I
mean,
mean, crypto dropping like a motherfucker, but like stocks and shit,
yeah,
that shit on the rise.
yeah.
But it was a good, still is a good buying opportunity.
It's still, I feel say it's
Definitely.
still a good time to buy most, like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They ain't really did nothing to make nobody. It's the perfect time to
Cause
steal
think about
back.
it, I think it becoming strong cause not dropping as much. Like I think as we talked about it the other time, like Trump called the bottom of back in I was April 7th when
Yeah.
it dropped like drastically. Now like drops is like it'll drop. Just like with the Elon and Trump beef or whatever going on.
Oh yeah.
The market dropped. I think it's already recovered. It's less and less drop, so the market becoming
Yeah.
stronger. So it's not being
It's been
affected by.
slowing down with the dropping. It ain't been like, you know what I'm saying? It's been kind of like, and then it'll stall out, and then it'll go up a little bit, then it'll stall back out. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's how stock sells as well though. Like
yeah,
stock, it don't go straight up. Nothing goes straight up. It gonna
yeah,
go up, gonna come down, then gonna be stagnant for a little bit,
mhm,
accumulate, then go back up, then come down. It's stair steps.
yeah,
Nothing goes all the way up. Cause if it go up fast as fuck, that bitch coming down just as fast.
yeah,
So just like if you look at can't get my shit up. But if you look at something like Google, whatever, right? I don't know if I can share this or not.
you should be able to share your screen.
Shit, hold on me 1 second. Uh, oh, that's not it. Okay, here we go. So we look at I'm trying to share my screen, man. I would get lost fucking with this shit. Like when you look at what is it? Goop, I don't know what the fuck this is. All right, so we're looking at look at stock like Google, right? If you go out, if you go out, right, you see this shit goes up, down, up, down.
Yeah, I can't hear
The
shit
main
you
thing you
saying,
want to
bro.
do is see that motherfucker go up and to the right. If you see the draw, it most likely was a stock split back there. That's maxed it out. That's
You
maxed
heard
it
me?
out. But I tell you, like it never goes straight up. Nothing goes straight up.
Bro,
It
you
go up.
you low as shit.
What's that? Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
I still can't hear you, bro.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Nah, it's something wrong with something else.
Can you hear me now? Oh, I'm just gonna stop saying this shit. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but you're kind of low.
I know what's going on that
I
motherfucker.
don't know what happened. Maybe I don't know.
What about now?
I couldn't hear shit you was saying when you was talking about that damn chart.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear
Oh,
shit
it
you.
probably stopped it when I shared my screen with her. That's weird. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
couldn't hear nothing.
Whatever. But yeah, you want that motherfucker go up and to the right and shit. Man. Like you see it doesn't go straight up. It goes up to the right, stagger step.
See if that bitch take your volume down, bro. I'll bring you. You got your headset piece back behind your ear.
Now my
Record on
shit
your
clear.
headset.
Can you hear me?
Are you going through the mic?
Yeah.
I can barely hear you.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, my shit was muted for some reason.
Yeah, your shit's still low though.
It's still low.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That shit be. I think real sound be fucking up like that, man. I will on some shit. How low is that motherfucker? Very low.
I can barely hear you.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Let me check my sounds on my make sure that shit in. Yeah, that should be good. But yeah, man. I mean, am I good now? Or I'm still low?
Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Say something.
Say what?
Say something.
Yeah, man. One thing about this thing always have like the most random issue. Like they'll update, they'll upgrade, and update some shit. But then again, the other quality of the basic shit just lacking and shit. And this shit, nothing there. Can you hear me though?
Bruh, I can barely hear you.
Hey, you might have to turn your shit down. Oh man,
I done turned my shit all the way to the max trying to hear you. That's how I know it gotta be your shit. Cause I got you turned all the way to the max over here.
Up to the man.
Can't turn you up no more. I done tried to turn off my denoiser. Yeah, I'm trying to check the fucking shit on the screen to see if I can switch up to see.
What about now?
All right, there you go.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, nigga.
You know what it was?
What was it?
I fucked around, accidentally opened another fucking
like,
another studio session.
Yeah, nigga, I'm like, bro, I cannot hear the fuck. You sound low as shit, nigga. I'm like, bro, I can barely hear. It sound like you whispering into the mic.
Yeah.
All right, now what you was saying? Shit, I know about the chart. Cause like once you popped open that chart, I couldn't hear shit. I'm like, the fuck is this nigga? I just see your lips move. I'm like, bro, I can't hear nothing you saying, bro.
Bob Bass saying y'all would want to see it up and to the right, guys, ladies and guys. Up and to the right, that shit gonna nothing goes all the way up. That shit gonna go up, come down, accumulate a little bit, pop back up, whatever. But it's always long term, right? A lot of people try to date. I don't day trade this shit. I mean, I like little short leaps or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta be paying attention to your day trading.
And thing about it, I just I go long. I go out for a little while. I do leaps and shit.
Yeah, I think people should start off slow.
What's that?
I said people should start off slow, man, because I know people be asking about day trading. I'm like, bro, just get the basics down, bro. You gotta understand the basics to start doing your day trading.
Exactly. You don't want to just hop in day trade. Learn how to fucking invest first.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? See how it works. See how that shit goes through. I understand some motherfuckers hop in and just want to, I want to see my money start moving and shit.
Yeah.
Well, you do that, you want to be, they're fast learners and shit, man. You want to be able to pay attention. You can't be that, and then if you're a motherfucker that want to hop in, but you never got time to look at shit, you don't pay attention to what's going on, and you're not really in it to like earn money, just in it just to be in it. Nah, you might want to go slow and steady.
There's money to be made though.
It is.
If you do that, bro, it's money to be made, man, but you just gotta, be locked in.
And thing about it is, it's all up to you though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just have to be intentional with what you're trying to do with them.
Yeah,
cause motherfucker is making money, motherfucker is losing money.
Yeah.
But we in a phase right now where you have a higher probability of earning money. If you have a little cash, like if you put your money into a savings account and you saving the saving account, you just losing money. Cause we lose inflation like losing like 8%, whatever, and like losing like 8% it's not really, you're not gaining nothing. You're losing money. That's the worst thing you can do is put your money in the saving account. Well, worst thing you do is not save nothing. Second thing is just leave your money in the bank. All they gonna do is take and invest it for themselves and make money off of it. So now
I think we said this other podcast too. We was telling them about putting money in the bank. You don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? You actually lose money. They charge you interest on your money that you got in there over time if you ain't putting a certain amount of money into your account.
Yeah. And nowadays, even younger generation people, if you go through YouTube, you see all these crypto millionaires and that, like you see it get younger and younger. So the older people, they mastered this the stock game, whatever. But the
Mhm.
younger generation, oh, they went more into the crypto
Mhm.
game, whatever. But they
Mhm.
kind of do both or whatever, right? Trying to indulge in both. You have to indulge in both or whatever, right?
Mhm.
But you have to like a lot of people this generation, the young generation is they using the investing platform as their saving account. They're not getting they're not saving their shit regularly. They're not like saving their shit in the bank account. Most motherfuckers they put all their money in the trading platform. They
Mhm.
use their saving account. Like why my money staying in a saving account, not earning nothing, or you earn like actually, you know what? I had some shit in there. I think I earned like 3 cents on my shit. I say shit like that. And think about it, you put your shit, you let your shit sit in the VTIBOO or whatever, you earning, depending on how you earning probably like at least 12%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just on the VTIBO type shit, whatever. But thank you have to, can't, you can't really afford to do the old fashioned way, right? The rat race about to be over. You know what I'm saying? Jobs about to be lost. If you're not up and privy into how to learn about AI, if you're not up and privy how to learn about crypto, and if you don't know anything about investing, if someone mentioning investing to you and you listen, you say it's a scam, then you're fucked. You just gonna be lost. 'Cause I talked to many motherfuckers that's like, oh, that shit a scam. I remember my grandparents, they lost everything back in 90,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah.
So much shit don't happen since then, bro.
Yeah.
But and then you a motherfucker like, oh yeah, I try to download this or I try to start this thing, but they asking for my social security. Nigga, of course. Of course you need that. You need to, you gotta use that shit to fucking get your account, whatever. You gotta pay taxes.
Mhm.
But you up there, nigga, nobody wants your social. And people do want your social security, but they already got it. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you're not, if you don't want to use your social security to do this and that, listen, bro.
I,
It's you just don't. You just choosing not to grow. You choosing to stay stagnant where you at.
yeah.
That's okay with me as well, though,
Yeah.
cause you know somebody got to do the shit that nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
But it's up to each individual, right? I look at it like this, right? You in the prime, you're in the prime point of your life where your decision can change your life. If you choose to indulge and hop into this, you can make some life changing decisions.
Yeah.
You can choose to stay where you at and just live normal, or you can do something that's better for your life. And I can guarantee you. Go ahead. What you say?
Now, I was just about to say, when I think about it, I don't see the drawback in it. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't give it a try.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying take your whole life savings and go throw it into stocks and crypto, but
Right.
to not do any kind of investing in it, just to be, if you had a story where my auntie back in night and my grandma, like, man,
Hmm.
like, come on, man. Everything that you want is on the other side of field. Like, I'm not saying go put money. And I was talking to my homeboys about the exact stuff that you saying, and I just feel like I don't know why you won't give it a try. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going to a restaurant and trying some food, and it was way too expensive. And sometimes you might get what you want to. Sometimes it might be less than what it is. But with stocks, like you said, it's got the ups and downs. Sometimes it might hit for a little, might hit for a lot, might hit for a big lot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Depending on how you play the game and what you really, and then they got people that you could pay to do it. Like
Yeah.
and usually through a lot of your banks, a lot of these, you know, different entities that you use, they give you ways to invest your money through them because that's just a way to make more money. They take a small interest rate off of what you invest through here, and
And
like,
here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing: when you pay people to invest for you, you have to look at what incentive do they get out of doing that.
you know, the
So if
percentage.
they promise you 5% every year, they're only going to make you 5 to 7% every year.
Mhm.
Even though they probably made 35, 40% off their decision. You paying them amount and they promise you 5 to 7%, and you get that, you still missing out. So you can pay motherfuckers. Yes, for if you having trouble managing your account, whatever, that's for motherfuckers that's into the riches, whatever, right?
Mhm.
For all you everyday broke motherfucker, the normal
Mm.
motherfucker, you can manage that shit yourself.
Mhm.
Get if you don't want to watch that shit every day, VTIVO, SPY, invest in that. That's your new saving account. That right there, you get 10, 12%
Yeah.
annually. Now, if you want to get more riskier, you can buy individual stocks. You can buy the top 3 stocks in every sectors. You can buy I forgot what they call it now. I think like the Magnificent Seven, whatever. I ain't gonna remember right all on now, but I think like fucking Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Netflix, Meta, shit, what I miss? Nvidia. Shit, what's the other one? It's another. I ain't gonna be able to think of it right now. But you can buy those, motherfucker. They'll do fine.
Yeah.
You know, you buy into those. Oh, so one. Or you can get some. You if you want to get a little bit more, you get into right now. You get into what's the economy looking at? Economy looking at now is AI stocks and energy stocks. If you've been in Oaklo these past few weeks, you've been up fucking amazingly.
Hmm.
That shit is beautiful. Well, you got the Oaklo, you got quantum computing, you got the QUBT, that's a tick, I think it's D-Wave. Those the risky one. Then you got Rigetti. That been doing good if you got in at a good price or whatnot. So if you get in AI stocks, quantum computing stocks, energy stock, those are the topic of the year. During Trump presidency, those are the wines that's gonna be great. And maybe still. I got into still. That shit ain't been doing so great. Could be just early. But I got into some still kind of, I'm waiting on to see what that gonna do. But AI, you can't lose this year. From this year, I say hold for at least a year. You get into energy stock, AI stock, and what the fuck I said, and crypto, whatever, right? This is the time to make some type of great changes in your life. Cause I tell you now, while the market is red, if it's still red, or it's perfect time to buy in, first time get it, start averaging in. The market gonna go up and down. That's just buying opportunity. And it's just a thing they use to shake you out. If you're not sure what you're doing and you see they bank on people like that. They bank on the average person, because the average person does this, right? They always do the opposite. They say what they say buy low, sell high. That's the basic. It's easier said than done. Cause the average motherfucker gonna buy high and sell low. You gonna see motherfuckers that, oh, the market is up, it's green. They gonna start buying in. Then that shit gonna drop. Motherfuckers taking profit. That shit go drop. Oh shit, that shit going down. Let me sell. That's the average motherfucker. And what motherfucker do what they call themselves smart money, motherfucker with the bread and whatever. they will send that shit. They sell that shit, send it low, shake you out. You sell your shit, that shit dropping, and then they buying it at the low and run that bitch back up. And once they go back up, they know you finna send it up even higher. They say the stock is at fucking 520, right? They might send that bitch down to 480. Then send that bitch back up at 520, going up, 525, 530. Then you start buying in. You gonna push that motherfucker up to motherfucking 545. Fucking smart money, big bank institution, they gonna sell that shit though. Now you on loss. They gonna run that bit back down to 520 where they think it what the price should be. They gonna send that shit down back to 520. Then they like, oh, we want some quick bundles again. They might run it back up 540. Oh shit, let me buy some more. They rinse and repeat. That's how the market. Once you know how Wall Street act to things, once you know they plays, you can benefit off of knowing they plays. People say it's rigged. Of course it's rigged. But thing about it, if you know the motherfucker that's rigging it, you know how they act, you can benefit from knowing how they act. If you know once it go on during this time when earnings, once they say, oh, people getting money off earning, okay, cool. Now, cause usually you go on earning, people play on earning. If it's a good earning, that shit may shoot up. Now what they start doing, oh, it's a good earning. They still set that shit off. Now once you catch on to that, okay, let me put a put in. Then they got good earning. Oh, they still sell off. Now you picking up cause sell off cause you know how they doing. If you able to predict how they in real life they pattern, now you can make money at just knowing how they act. If I'm watching, it's just like the feds, right? If the feds is watching a guy that's selling dope, right? They know, oh, he going to the convenience store. All right, when he go to the convenience store over here, he picking up a load. Oh shit, he going to the fucking the little flea market mall in the hood. Oh shit, I see when he moved to the flea market in the hood. Oh, he unloading the shit. Now, when they know your pattern behavior, they can pick and choose when they bust your ass. They can pick and choose when they want to run in your ass. Oh, you pick it up now. We're gonna we can make a bigger bust when he go ahead and start offload. Once start offloading this shit, we're gonna let him pick it up here. Then once he get to the motherfucking offload shit, then we gonna get the motherfucker them and the mother they offload to. Then after we pick up all them, then we're gonna go back to the mother where he pick it up at. So once you start watching the market, it's just like that. You can benefit off of knowing they moves. But it just take time and patience and energy to put into that shit to learn that shit. Then you also got motherfuckers where you can just watch it, just give you plays. They probably charge you a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got
But
the money,
yeah,
you
it's
got
up to
all
you.
they
It's
got
up
people
what you
that
gonna
make
do.
plays.
What's that?
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. If they you got it's different ways to make these plays, man. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, it ain't one way that you can get into this, but it's really you're so lucky because now it's so easy to do it. You got these different places. They got companies begging you to come and use their platform, and they willing to show you. Like, it's a lot of good ones out there that you can use to trade. You
Yep.
know, from the comfort of your home. Do it yourself anytime, on the go, anywhere you want to go on your cell phone. You can make these plays. You can make these decisions. You can see how it's moving. It break it down. A lot of these places, it break it down to you almost to for dummies.
Yeah.
Right? They make it as easy as possible for you to be able to put your money in there and make your plays, and you just got to do it.
And not only motherfucker might not know the platform. We'll give you the platforms you can get on. I know some motherfuckers don't know how to start it all. Cause there's still motherfucker asking like, I don't have $1,000 to start with it. I don't have
You might gotta
$100.
go ahead and throw it in the
What's
comment
up?
section. I said we might have to throw that bitch in the comment section of the YouTube page.
Yeah. We
I
gonna
mean,
throw it in the
under
comment
the
section.
video.
Yeah, we'll throw that bitch in the comment section. And we also give it to you.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
cool.
And think about it, just to give it a rundown, like before, let's say you want to, before let's say that you want to get into to investing, you want to buy stock like $30, nigga. let's say you only have $50 to invest. It'll cost you down near just as much as the stock cost for the transaction fee to buy the stock now.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be that then you had to you had a certain amount of money to start, whatever, then you had to pay fee, whatever. So what Robinhood, that's one of the platform you use. So what Robinhood do, Robinhood changed the game. Even though they say they be doing the screw them up ago when they playing with it, stopping the flows and shit, taking away the buy button and shit. Even though they be doing some fuck shit like that, you still gotta be grateful for Robinhood. Cause what Robinhood did was game theory. Robinhood came in and fucked the game up, and they said, "Oh, they charge you this much for transaction fee. They charge you for the trading. We charging $0 to trade. You can trade for free on Robinhood."
Mm-hmm.
Now that's where all the everyday retail investors came in. Cause now I don't have to pay $30, $40 to fucking buy a $20 stock.
Yeah.
I only got $50. So I can afford to fucking buy a stock with that. Cause if I want to buy a $30 stock, now I gotta have $80 just investing in $30 stock.
Yeah.
So now what Robinhood did, Robinhood created a way for not ain't just get you a chance to buy stocks and trade with no fees. They also allow for you can buy fraction stocks. Now if the stock is $100, you ain't gotta have $100. You can have $10, $20, and still buy a portion of that. So when they did that, now it forced the Fidelities and the Charles Schwab, all them they call the traditional platform. Now they had to match that because of game theories. Cause people running in because they don't have to pay this fee. Now everybody down there don't charge anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, as you see, it's like on Robinhood, they kind of going back to it. Now they charging like 30 cents or whatever, or $1 or some shit for transaction fee. They kind of going back to that shit. But now very affordable and shit.
Ain't no
But those
making money off
platforms
that.
you can get on fucking Robinhood. You want to get Robinhood, make it simple. They make it like a video game. So it's the easiest way. If you're just not getting in, you may want to use Robinhood. Download that shit to start investing for the simple way. Now, once you advance a little bit more, you can probably download Webull. Webull is more about charts and shit. Webull, when you start learning about charts and indicators and EMAs, all that shit, you can use Webull to start investing. It's easier for like when you start like day trading or trading whatever, easy to get in and get out with. And you also can go to your legacy platform. If you just don't want to put something in, buy shit that they want to look at it again, you can go to the Fidelities and Charles Schwab and all the other spots, whatever. But for the everyday retailers, it's like get in, get out, and want to transfer it easy back to your bank account and shit. Most likely Robinhood and Webull. They also got Moomoo, right? I think Moomoo like a Chinese platform. But Moomoo is more complicated. I don't really mess with Moomoo like that because that shit ain't that user friendly, whatever, right? But they have more shit. You got like the trailing stop loss, right? When you trading, like trade. So what a trailing stop loss is, right? As we always talk about stop loss, that's when you buy. Let's say stock costs $300, right? I may buy a stock for $300. I may put a stop loss on it for $280, right? So at that point, if the stock goes to $300, right, and it goes up to $400, I'm still $400 in. But if that bitch dropped all the way back down to the $280, then it will trigger the stop loss. So what that do is sells it. It will sell it at $280 to prevent you from further loss. Because when you don't have a stop loss, that bitch may go down to 150, 100, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So with Moomoo, they had the thing with trailing stop loss. So let's say you got trailing stop loss, you put that 10%. Let's say you put that $10, right? Or $10 trailing stop loss, right? So with that saying said, let's say you buy that $300 and it bit go to $320, then it go to $400, it go to $500. So if it go to $500, or let's say it go to $400, and that bit drop down to 390, it gonna trigger that stop loss. So instead of you like with the normal stop loss, they say you put it's at 300, you put it at 280. If it go down to 280, it gonna trigger that stop loss. Well, if it go up, it just gonna still be down here at 280. So you're not gonna trigger to go back down. So
Yeah.
what a trailing stop loss is, it moves with the stop. So now the stock don't have to go all the way down to trigger that. You can follow it up. So they say with a $10 stop loss, right? Or trailing stop loss, right? It goes up to 500. So if any time that motherfucker go down $10, it's gonna trigger that stop loss. That way you get the most of your money as a
Yeah.
motherfucker sale. And yeah, that's what Mubu has over there. I'm not sure why Robinhood or Webull don't have that shit yet, but they probably got their own reason for it. They have like, I mean, when I say trading stop loss, you can do it for, I think they have it for like stock when you buy stocks, but I'm talking about for options. So when you do it for options, they don't have it. They have like the limit stop loss and all that, but they don't have like trading stop loss, which that will make it very easy. So you ain't got to monitor it, babysit it all day. You can buy in, put my shit on 5% or equivalent to $10 or $20 or whatever, and that bit can go up all it want to. But soon that bit drop down $10, $20, it triggers. So you know what I'm saying, cash in
You cash
or
out with the
liquidate it.
highest amount. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear you.
Yeah, man. That's why it's
Man.
always important to keep up with time, man. Keep up with technology, keep up with the news, bro. If
Man,
you up
talk
here
to us,
just
man.
watching the news if you watching the news for gossip and talk about politics, this and that, and you don't have any type of skin in the game and no type of monetary things involved, you losing it. You missing it. Cause it's not the time for the what your grandparents. It's for the most of us, like what the grandparents and your dad, your grandparents used to do, just watch the news and it's gonna be this here, it's getting crazy out in the world. No, the future is financial. You gotta have
Yeah,
financial
well,
gain.
yeah. I mean, I think people know that. And you just got some people who like you just got people that's stuck in their ways. They're not gonna do it until they get to the point where they got no choice. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be somebody late to the party. And
Slow to
you
the
know,
show.
and that's just a part of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they're gonna be able to transition. It's just like with the boom with the Bitcoin. Like some people got filthy rich, some people got a little bit of rich thousand, some people didn't make no money. You know what I'm
Some people
saying?
still ain't make no money.
So,
And think
some
about it
people
with
didn't
that,
invest.
as you say that. I'm saying, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You on the road, man. Go ahead
And,
and
and,
drop
and
this
think
knowledge.
about what we say Bitcoin, whatever. Like Bitcoin is the new saving account for a lot of motherfuckers too.
Yeah,
But now for life changing shit, that's for motherfuckers who got bread, who got
yeah,
$100,000, $1 million to
it's
spare,
low.
whatever.
Yeah,
Because if you're a motherfucker that's getting in for like majority of the motherfucker I know, whatever, you don't have $100,000 and fucking $50,000 spend, whatever.
yeah,
So the most you're gonna get, especially out of this cycle, whatever, you're gonna get a 1x, 2x. If you try to make life changing profit, whatever, it might not be the best or smarter decision to invest in Bitcoin right now. Cause there are more crypto that can give you a higher profit,
yeah,
higher gain.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Cause Bitcoin this cycle, it probably people say 150. I think go higher, maybe 200, 250,000, right? What's that for now? Like a 2x, 2.2.5x, whatever. I mean, there are other crypto that going 10x, it's 5x, whatever. You can go to the Solanas, you can go to the SUI, SUI, how you want to say that, whatever.
mhm,
You can go to the Undos, you can go to the XLM. There's other crypto that going 5 or 10x. So motherfucker only know Bitcoin. It's the Trojan horse. Bitcoin,
mhm.
Bitcoin, everybody know that. But you gonna invest in if you only got, let's say you only got $5,000, you invest in there. Let's say you make 2x it, whatever. Like you're not gonna get the best profit for your money. It's better for you to invest in other crypto than a Bitcoin. Cause you not Bitcoin, once you get enough bread, you want to hold it and just let it
Mhm.
grow. That's good for that. But if you're trying to grow wealth, I wouldn't invest in Bitcoin right now. You go to one of them other profit that actually got use cases or actually got some hype around it, or actually you seen it actually does something, been around for you, Bitcoin having whatever, right?
Yeah.
You go and put your money into that. You can buy Ethereum, right? Little Ethereum. You can get your XRP, XLMs, whatever. You get the SUI, you get your Solana. You got different sectors you get in. You got the real world assets, you can get the undos, whatever. Got the AI, you got the Fed, you can get to the Fetch and ASI. Then you got the financial coin, you got the fucking gaming coin, you got the IMX and more gaming coin. They're crypto for a lot of sectors. You have to once you learn the sectors, know how many sectors there is, you can invest in each sector. You got the DeFi, you got the bank. Like, it got so many sectors. Once you learn about the sector, you invest in it. Now you covered. Go to the top ones in the sectors. Now that's how you gonna go to one. Now, once you want to do gamble, now you can invest in the meme coins, right? Those where you expect you're gonna lose.
Mhm.
So those gonna be the one that go very volatile, right? Them motherfuckers might 10, 20x. But they ain't about it, they might 10, 20x, or they might fucking go to zero.
Mhm.
That's one thing you gotta keep in mind. So with those, you got the bunk, you got the whiff, WIF, that's the dog with hat. You
Mhm.
got the Doge, the one I don't know. You can still call these meme coins now. Then you got the Dogecoin and Shiba
And
coin.
Shiba, yeah.
You know they've been going down for a while.
Mhm.
They probably
Yeah,
5x or
Panic.
whatever. And you
Yeah.
got all these crypto where you invest in that a little more riskier.
Mhm.
But now, because usually it be the retail motherfucker that get in, right? Usually retail investor, that's the people like you and me that get in and invest, right? And they kind of run it up and whatever. But now the institutional ain't. So if you know the institution is like thing that does something, thing that have like very popular, whatever. So they going heavy on the. If you look at the ETF, they going heavy on that. They gonna go heavy on the Bitcoin. They gonna go heavy on the Ethereum. Might go heavy on XRP, Solana, and Solana, whatever. They might go heavy on Doge because they're not finna waste money on meme coins and all that shit. Cause you gotta realize once you investing in billions,
Mhm.
you only need the stock to go up 5-10%. You good. They're not holding it like me and you holding it, right? They don't need it to go up $100 to make a
Yeah.
good profit. They probably need like 20, 15, 20 bucks and they made billions of dollars for their coin.
Yeah.
So they're good because they can play with a lot more money. So they're not gonna invest in more riskier asset. They're gonna invest in a thing that actually does something that's not
Yeah.
so risky. It make that what they calling what we call and say they calling risky. So that's why we go and invest in all these shit that like risky coin, like you go to the Trump coin, all that. I wouldn't buy that shit. That's guaranteed. You most likely gonna lose on that. It's a risk. It's a gamble. That's right there. It's a gamble. Now you look at the top 100, top 10 coins. You look at the on coin marketplace, and you go look at the crypto and see these are the coin. It's where they at. The top 10 coin, top 100 coin, whatever, right? So when the bull run for the for Sava, probably not familiar, whatever. You got the Bitcoin bull run. It haven't really quite started or finished yet. And then you're gonna go to an altcoin season. That way everything else except for Bitcoin take off. So Bitcoin gonna take off, whatever, they're gonna kind of settle down. And then the altcoin, they're gonna take off even more. So they're gonna have more profit. That when everything seems like no matter what you invest in, it goes off. But the key to that is gonna be profit taking. Then this year it may just be a utility run. Cause not to get too deep or whatever, but you got the ISO 200 compliant going on. If you know about Swift and what Swift does and how they go into the ISO compliant with the 222 whatnot. If you know how that going, you know they got a a mandate. Well, not mandate. They got a timeline. I think it's like November to be ISO compliant. You know what? Fed now or Fed pay now. I think it's Fed now, whatever. I think they deadline like July. And they what they gonna I ain't trying to get too deep into it, but if you know what all these do, if it makes sense to you, you know where you can get your money, where you profit at. You know what the bottom line there. If you know this happening here, let me get into this coin because this is related to this. So once that take action, then they're gonna benefit this crypto or whatever. So once you get into that, then you start learning like, oh shit, okay, this is how they gonna make. And
Or
think
you,
about it, a lot of
hey,
people.
or you can go ahead and send your money to us in our investing firm. We're gonna have Bo start up his investment license, and he gonna invest your money for you for a good percentage.
For a
And
little
you know what I'm
start a little
saying?
fun, huh?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
man, and then we're gonna help you get there. That's our motto. Let us help you get where you want to go.
Where you want to go.
And then, so call us. Set up my nigga Bo.
Oh man.
He got an he got his social media, Instagram, emails that you can hit up, and
Mm.
we could talk about a price, and he can be your financial advisor
I
and
can
accountant.
be your hero, baby.
You know, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell
So
a
that
friend to tell a
we can
friend.
really make your dreams come true.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That boy was
And
getting into the trigonometries of that shit, boy. That nigga was getting down and dirty with that shit.
hey, good thing about it, this is all I do. This is all I watch. This is all I watch 24 hours a day. Just like now,
Yeah.
it's my first time in like years watching music video. Usually look at my TV screen. Other
Yeah.
than that, trap to tell you is shit. That shit on some
Yeah.
type of financial, some type of shit that's involved around there.
We might have to throw that under the LLC, man. Financial advisor. So
That's a
people,
whole thing. You gotta go to school and all that shit for that.
man, that's a quick
About a
class for you.
financial
Hey,
advisor.
that's a you ain't nah, you ain't talking about a financial advisor, bro. I mean, you could get that, but that's more for. I mean, you can make money being a financial advisor too.
Think about it.
But
What people gotta realize.
half of these classes, you don't got to go to school for big years unless you're trying to get into the market. Now, if you're trying to get into the market, then yeah, you got to go get schools. But if you're just trying to start your own business and be able to give people financial advice, you don't need the max
You got
level of what's in
you
there
gotta
for
have
that.
some
I
type of
done
certain
seen,
financial. You
I
gotta
done
have a
seen
certain
these,
type of education for that. Cause you gotta know about the marketing shit.
I seen
Cause
these,
once you
I
how
seen
a
these
lot more get
YouTube
some
niggas.
see with last cycle, right? See, for the motherfucker don't know, Bitcoin having it's Bitcoin the cycle. So Bitcoin having it start the cycle, right? So
Yeah,
it happened every 4 years. So last year was like doing 2020. So you see, if you notice 2020, right? The shit that went on then, why they had that going on, you know the motherfucker was giving out checks like a motherfucker, right? So a lot of motherfucker was investing then, cause you had number time with those, right?
yeah. And you
So
was getting a lot of money for free.
exactly. So for perfect time will be tonight,
Hmm.
right? So a lot of motherfuckers got hooked up at especially with the crypto, whatever. They're promoting these cryptos and not saying they were being paid for whatever. You had like motherfucking Kim Kardashian, a
Hmm.
lot of fucking celebrity and shit. DJ Khaled, a lot of motherfucking celebrity were promoting these coin they'll get pulled, the crypto they'll get rug pulled, whatever, right? And thing about with rug pull, what they do, they have, oh, this is a great coin, I got it, you should get it, blah blah. So you invest your money in their crypto, whatever, and then
Hmm.
motherfuckers sell everything, they take it. So
Ain't
what
that what they
usually
did
happen there is
with the white girl, the hot tour girl?
just
Ain't
like
that what happened?
yep, just like that, right? So if anytime you see a motherfucking company own 50%, 80%, 90% of the crypto that's available in the whole crypto, you shouldn't do that shit. Cause most likely there's no liquidity. Even if your coin goes up to $1 million, there's no liquidity for you to cash out. Or they may put it in the system for you not be able to cash out. And what you put in
Hmm.
and run it up. Even like it was his kid, right? At the beginning of this cycle, right? It was like this, I think like 10, 11 years old, right? He created some type of crypto meme coin, right? He did it live. That motherfucker was on live. He created this meme coin. I forgot the name of it. Motherfucker bought in and he sold it. He rug pulled everybody on live.
Mm.
The nigga got like 40,000, 40K.
Damn.
40K live in like less than 5 minutes. The motherfucker started buying in that shit flew up. He like, oh shit. And he sold everything. Took everybody money. Rug pulled it.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's why you gotta be careful what you buy in, man. And
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, like if you know the cycle, how it go, you study that, you know, like this cycle right here. See, I was around last cycle, right? That when I first got in and started knowing about it. So I kind of knew how things were going with it. I remember these type of crypto with it. I was watching people, I was still watching and studying people that was talking about investing in crypto, investing in other shit during that time. So I can validate that, oh, what they said, the actual facts. What they said, okay, I remember that actually happened with them, right? So this is one of the last time, because now the big money is in now. Institution is in now. That's why, because before doing these cycle, that shit, it probably would have already topped by now, actually. Because usually that shit would go like 30%, that shit go down 80, 90%, right? It was that volatile. Now the big money in it, the shit maybe dropped 20%, 15%. You don't have those wild rides anymore. So before they got in, it was like, wow, well, that shit will drop. It'll go up 30%, it'll drop 90%, go up 100%, drop 75%, go up 200%. That's how wild that shit was. But now that the institution in, they kind of leveled it out. It's not that crazy anymore. It kind of leveled out now. So you're not gonna get no more of those 89% drops. Now it may be 20, 30%. But in the return, it maybe go up 40, 50%. So you get less profit, but also got less risk as well.
Yeah.
But this is the last, now they catching on, right? This is the last time, this right here may be the last time where you get easy profit from this. Because now they already in it, kind of manipulate whatever, but this is the last time you actually get profit from this, right? Like crazy profit. Because motherfuckers back then, you'll come in with 1,000 and leave with a motherfucking 100,000, 150,000, whatever. But
Yeah.
this right here, last time you get this amount of gain from it. But after this, it's gonna be controlled. Like Bitcoin gonna be on a steady 10, 20% each year. It's not gonna be no more than 100% like it used to be. It's gonna be a steady gain, steady profit. So it ain't gonna be no more wild, easy getting rich shit. And most
Yeah.
of the rest of crypto probably gonna go to zero. Once regulation kick in, most of your other crypto probably going to zero. That's why motherfucker will tell you, invest in shit that does something. And not to get too deep, because you look at Bitcoin does nothing. You ask a motherfucker what Bitcoin do, does nothing. It has no use case. Only thing, Bitcoin is the Trojan horse. So Bitcoin is known, so it's not even the crypto itself, it's the system. The fact that it's the thing where it's never been hacked, that's the thing that have value. And also what have you is a finite amount. That's a certain amount. So you can't print more. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. No more than that. And they see that it have an actual amount that it comes scarcity. The scarcity is what creating the value. The scarcity and the fact that it had never been hacked is what creating its value, but it does nothing. That's why when you watch news, whatever, they're gonna say it has a store value. Store value is something like gold. But at least with gold, you can fucking create a chain and shit and wear it. And actually, gold does something. Gold is a conductor with electricity. Gold actually does some shit. But with crypto, with Bitcoin, it's got that. It's just a household name, whatever. So that's ran up. It's running up. It probably go up more. But the thing about it is, what motherfuckers get their bread at is, are you gonna follow the masses, or you gonna create your own path? So what's the next thing? What's the next big thing? What's something that has value? What's something that has use case? What's something that nobody else is looking at? Cause the motherfucker that's make money are the people that invest in shit what nobody else is talking about. So by the time people are talking about it, the profit is already made. And that's why it's important to always be looking. You can do the picture show, play whatever, but half the time you go with the message, you're wrong. The message is usually wrong most of the time. If you're not wrong, then they go and make it so that you're wrong. So if the message is going this way, you might want to go this way. The path, the road less traveled, is where you're gonna find the bread at. But I watch this all day, so I probably talk about it all day. And the thing about it, like, there's shit out there now. Oh my goodness. Like there, like when you look at, not to be a shiller and all this shit, right? When you look at certain crypto, there's an XRP, right? It is the only regulated crypto. It actually went through a case. Motherfucker been held down for 4 years. Actually went through a case. Actually won its case. The motherfucker won its case. It's actually regulated. It's only regulated crypto. It is. And it have fucking value. It actually have value. I probably explained that fucking
Yeah.
podcast, whatever. But it does something. Cross-border payments actually does something, right? It opened up liquidity. It goes from a system. We in a system, as I discussed earlier, mentioned earlier about Swift, right? Swift is expensive and slow. With something like a XRP, XL, or XRP, whatever, it is cheap and fast. It goes from you paying, motherfucker could be paying thousands or millions of dollars and waiting 5 to 7 days to motherfucker waiting 30 seconds and motherfucker paying cents, less than a penny. It's just like a no-brainer. Like, would you rather wait 5, 7 days to get money and pay 1,000 or 30, 40% on it? Or would you rather wait 30 seconds and pay down there nothing for it? Some shit is just simple, right? Some shit just so fucking simple. It's just common sense. Like, yo, it just makes fucking sense. It's not. It don't have to be that hard.
It don't have to be that
Yeah.
hard, but some people just don't understand, and they refuse to understand. So, but hey, that's the people who know somebody that knows somebody that hit off of that or hit off of this. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I saw a video when they were talking about that before it hit. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's why people start selling game instead of just giving it away. And we here giving it away for free, like Jay-Z said. We give you the game for $9.99.
And thing about it is, I know y'all motherfucking lazy. Instead of you doing all this research, trying to find an answer and shit, I do the research for you because it's all I did. I find an answer for you and just, hey, it's what it is.
You tell them that all the time. And don't even ask you for nothing. See me, Bo just be wanting to get this shit to y'all. I be trying to figure out a way for Bo to go ahead and get us a little cut of the action. Go ahead and put something on that shit, boy. And then we tried to get a game away for free before. People, now you got to charge a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because people don't respect nothing that don't have a price tag on it.
Exactly. And I was just about to say that. People, you got to charge something because people think it's a scam. Yeah. If you try to give it away for free, because nobody believe that people do something without something to be gained. So that's why you got to charge somebody a little something. And then what happened is when you start making people money, they put the value of what you charge, what you want. They'll be like, man, I'll pay you this much because you done made me this much, just to keep you to my, and that's how your value come. But I mean, you got to charge something. People like to have. We live in a world where you gotta, sell yourself. Hey, well, look, I'm about to get off. I'm about to fall asleep, nigga.
All
He did his bit,
right.
bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. But until next time, motherfucking America, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what to do. Tune
Yeah,
in.
and I
Talk to
hit 2
brother. Get
blunts
some
for that bitch.
education for y'all dog ass.
Hey, man, hey, listen, this might been one of my favorite podcasts, man. You went on your rant, bro. You went on your you got in your bag with that stocks. And it's so funny because I know a lot of people gonna not know what you're talking about,
Right.
but it excites me the fact that you know that shit, bro. So it's just like it sounds tough at first, but the more and I tell my homeboy, I'm not saying you got to be like Bo and get on this bitch and just watch nonstop. But I just noticed that when you start making stuff a part of your regular routine, you tend to influence you. You tend to watch it more. Like you watch it, like you might start off saying, okay, I'm gonna watch an hour of it. I might check out this one. I might check out that one. You know what I'm saying? You can go. They got little cartoons that'll show you about stocks. That'll show you about crypto. Where it tell you where it come from and it's like, but I'm saying they got it to the point where they show it like kid video.
Right.
And I'm like, you could take that, check out a little bit of it while you out running, doing exercise at the gym. You know what I'm saying? When you taking a break, like it's so, and that's what I'm saying, because you can get it anywhere. It's not like this shit is a secret. It's not like it's something, because it's infinite wealth made in this place that they don't need to lie to you to get you to make. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they gonna make money regardless. It's like I don't have to. And usually newcomers that come in, you help them make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you push up certain stuff. But I feel like you should always. It's just something to do, bro. You watch a lot of shit anyways. Like we live in a world where we always on our phone. We always watch. Man, check that shit out, man. Look at it.
Yeah.
See, you know what I'm saying? Dibble a little bit in that bitch, bro. I'm telling you, it'll change your life, bro. They come holler at me and say, Trap, you was right. Because I don't see people make
right,
plays.
give a motherfucker a follow. If a motherfucker right, give a nigga a follow.
Yeah, follow, check us out. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend that a bit might like his twin. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was some good shit, bro, man. I'm just tired of shit. We gotta do another one, bro.
Hey, let me know.
Shit, we'll probably do one tonight then or something. I ain't got shit to do. I'm finna go to sleep though, bro. I'm tired of shit. My eyes flickering.
Hey, now your turn be sleep on this bitch.
Hey, yeah, listen, I'm trying not to be you and actually fall asleep on this motherfucker. Trying not to do that.
I fall asleep in a minute, this motherfucker.
Yeah, you've been on the rocking, and I'm trying not to, but I'm like, yeah, boy. Nigga about to have me go ahead and cut the shit. Hey, I was about to hit you with that. Hey, wrap that shit up, B. Like Dave Chappelle. Hey, wrap that shit. Wrap